Good evening and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you. All of the old subscribers, all of the new subscribers that are coming in, you guys mean so much to me. I want you guys to know that. Now, I just got home from off of an assignment. And before I could get in good, I logged in and looked at. I always like to look at my notifications. And sure enough, shout out to let me see who this subscriber is. Shout out to my subscribers, Rock. I always like to give anybody a shout out when they tell me something or if I look at their stuff. Um, it's gone. Okay, Miss Denise. Okay, she put in my comments, she wrote in my comments about MONEYBAGGYO is beefing or could possibly be beefing with somebody in his crew. And child, I done got so much information all while I've been trying to work somewhere else and you know, reliable sources was calling me with information. And we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot. And y'all know how I do it. Like I like to kind of put stuff into the atmosphere for you all to catch it, okay? Um, but anyways, Moneybag, it says that she put into the comments. Thank you again, Miss Denise. That Moneybag Yo, and it appears that Moneybag Yo and one of his Breadgang members was throwing shots at each other. Okay. Um, I want to go to his Instagram, and y'all know Moneybag had a nervous breakdown the other day, and when who was that? When Orange Mountain Quet was arrested, but it was more so when Big Juke was brought in for questioning. Y'all do know he was brought in for questioning, right? Okay. That's not putting false information out about Big Juke. That would not have been the first time that Big Juke was brought in for questioning. Now, in order for Big Juke to be brought in for questioning, it would have to mean that evidently the feds got some type of interest in him as it relates to the young Dolph's case. What that is and why that is, I don't know. Only the feds and the Memphis police investigators would know, but it just means the only thing I could say is they got some type of interest, right? Maybe they, think that he knows something. Maybe someone has said his name. Maybe there's just a lot of maybes as it relates to that. So, anyways, Moneybag Yo. Okay, let me see. Can y'all see that? Okay, yeah, y'all can see it. Y'all know I used to love Moneybag Yo's music, right? What the? Wait a minute. Is that a cooking show? Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I'm disoriented because I've been working. Okay, there it is. It says Breadgang. PSA. This is Moneybag talking. If I don't follow them or if you don't see me with them, they is not that gang. Don't attach me with them. Tell them that shit from. Tell them take that shit from in front of their name. They is not that gang. Okay, in order for him to be, saying take that stuff from in front of his in front of their name, if he's talking about Breadgang, um, I guess that would mean he's the leader of a gang. I thought Breadgang was a label. I didn't know that it was a gang. Anyways, I digress. So, anyways, they to go a little further, the young lady, Miss Denise, um, she told me that he was possibly um, beefing with Breadgang Drick. Is it Drick? DRIC. Drick or Drick. Okay. Here it is right here. Can y'all see that? Hold on. Okay. Okay, he says, tell him come and get it then, bitch. Free straight drop. He says, trust gets you killed, love gets you hurt, and being real gets you hated. Now, I guess at this point we're speculating, but it definitely seems like something is going on, right? It seems like something is going on. Um, he's saying get that shit from in front of your name. And then the young man says, tell them come get it then, bitch. Free straight drop. Now, it makes you wonder. People have, because Moneybag is a talented artist, and I keep going back to that because I was such a fan of Moneybag, yo. My kids was such a fan of Moneybag, yo. A lot of people are. Moneybag is talented. Finesse 2 times taught him very well. Finesse is another Memphian. He helped Moneybag with that flow. Okay, so and you could tell by the two styles, and that's not to take anything from Moneybag. I'm happy it was another Memphian. Okay, so a lot of people wanted to say, Moneybag is just too talented. They just didn't want to believe, Moneybag and Finesse was into it because Finesse wanted to talk about Dolph at one time. Finesse is not on that anymore because y'all know we love Finesse. But he's not on that anymore. But people was bringing that up. Him and Finesse was beefing because Moneybag did not want to beef with Dolph, and he didn't want Finesse talking about Dolph and this, and that, right? Um, and that could be very well true. Okay, but we have to look at the latter. When Moneybag signed with Gotti, Moneybag kind of switched up as it relates to Dolph, because I don't understand why he couldn't have said, I'm forever grateful to Gotti, blah blah blah, but Dolph is cool. When an interviewer asked him about Dolph after he had signed to Gotti, Moneybag, yo, it is what it is. He said, well, young Dolph says that you're very talented. It is what it is. Scared to say a damn thing about him, good or bad. I guess you may as well have said it was bad, right? But he kind of switched up. And let's not forget that the rumor was that Dolph and Moneybag was on Instagram. They say throwing out subliminals at each other. There are some people that I talk about how I have a cousin that's related to Young Dolph on her mother's side. She's related to me on her dad's side, and even in the beginning, people like Moneybagyo, Big Boogie, people like that, they still kind of salute because they go, well, she's well, her. I just don't believe that Moneybag is involved, and we rocking with Little Boogie or Big Boogie or whatever, and that's fine because I've never heard Big Boogie say anything bad about Young Dolph. Big Boogie seems to be on his grind. That's another one that was gonna sound Dolph was wanting to sign with him, and when Gotti found out, he hurried up and snatched him up. And which is fine. Big Boogie have to do what's best for him. I don't have anything bad to say about Big Boogie. I like back in, okay. Him as Finesse burn that up. But Moneybag Yo, on the other hand, has never passed the smell test. As talented as Moneybag is, as much as people don't want to believe that Moneybag was involved with this Young Dolph situation, I have said from day one that Moneybag Yo, because I watched to see what if that was gonna be the same birthday party that they was at last year. Was he gonna have his ass up in that birthday party this year? And he wasn't. It seemed like to me everybody was trying to be out of the state so that they could have an alibi. I mean, that's how it would seem to an investigator. I mean, I don't know how other people think, but I haven't my mind works like that. I have to I have to entertain every possibility except for something stupid, right? Like Dolph being kidnapped and shit like that. My mind don't entertain that. You know, if I entertain something like that, I may as well go check myself in. Okay, to the crazy house with the rest of them, right? So, but Moneybag Yo has never passed the smell test. You know, people act like they don't see or remember that when Doc was killed, all of the features that Moneybag did, I mean that Dolph did, was with Moneybag's artist. People act like they don't. I mean, they because Moneybag is such a talented rapper, and we all want to be proud of Moneybag. Okay, all right, but we cannot forget that. Okay, so it appears that he might be beefing with one of his members. Now, if this is true, I'm not surprised based on what's going on now and what we'll start to see in the coming months. These folks are, you know, they send these little dudes out to do their dirty work, and then they just leave them out there. And sometimes these little dudes get mad, especially if they're not at the status that Moneybag is at. And I'm just saying, you know, I'm just using an example. And they go, but what about Straight Drop? You know, after they've done the dirty work and they've gotten caught and things of that nature, people that caught think that they're at Moneybag status. Hell, they saying I got too much to lose. Well, you know, some of the little dudes up under them, they're not at that status yet. I guess they trying to get there. They're hoping to get there. They still got them calling them my hitters and spoon feeding them and bird feeding them so that they can go out and do their dirty work and do the jail time. Okay. So, you know, they would have more loyalty and more love, I guess, for somebody like Straight Drop, because you know they're still kind of like on the same level. They wouldn't be on a money bag level. If you know what I mean, like I hope I'm putting that into the atmosphere right, where y'all could understand me. Okay. So they would still have a connection to Straight Drop, the little dudes up under Moneybag Yo. Whereas Moneybag Yo is trying to preserve himself because the little dudes up under him, if they could blow up and he can make some money off of them, that's cool. But if he sent them out there to be his hitters and they take on doing that, they get caught. Hey, I'll help to get you some lawyers, but you know you can't pull me into that because I'm Moneybag. Okay. So, you know, it seems like everything is starting to crumble. It do. It's going to be some more of them to turn against each other. I can promise you that. They already are turning against each other. They already have. These dudes are going into self-preservation mode. And the truth of the matter is it's going to be up to these little dudes to um expose these funders because their plan is for them to ultimately take the fall. Well, you was the one did the hit. Well, motherfucker, you paid me to do it. Yeah, but you did. I didn't pull the trigger. You said you do. You say you down. Okay. Hey, little dudes, all you are to them is crash dummies. And they'll throw you out some seeds. Okay. Some seeds. See, everybody that talk about bread. Okay, they're not talking about you getting the type of bread that they get. They're talking about the little pieces of bread that they get to the birds. Okay, while you go out and do their dirty work for them. So this is going to be interesting. I'm gonna let this video be short, but this is going to be interesting, you know, to see if they're really beefing with each other. I'm glad that the young lady brought that to my attention because I knew that this would happen. I knew it was going to happen. Okay. Straight Drop is never coming home. Not for if he's smart, he might be home in 30 years. That's if he's smart. But if he ain't coming home no more. Okay. And that's what these little dudes need to understand. And Moneybagg Yo is in his early 30s. He ought to be a damn shame of himself. He has a responsibility. If he called himself some kind, he said the gang, so I guess he's the leader of Breadgang. Hell, he has a responsibility to try and teach them little dudes something else. Okay, that's his responsibility on really how to make some money. Okay, instead of helping them to be crash dummies. That's his responsibility because his ass getting old. Nigga, you over 30. Okay, so you know better. Okay, but hey, this is gonna be interesting. We're just gonna see because you know, I think these little dudes are gonna learn that the first law of survival is self-preservation. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't know that, but people like Moneybagg do. I noticed he put free straight drop at the bottom, and straight drop has to pay for what he did. Okay, he's got to pay for what he did. But it's gonna be interesting to see if Moneybagg Yo is beefing with someone in his crew, and we're gonna see how far it goes. Because as I said, he deleted his Instagram. You know, they've been talking a lot about loyalty and things of that nature. So it's something going on. Okay. All right, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. If you would like to support the channel, you can definitely donate to the channel via Cash App. Talk with you later.